Hello, I'm Bartling, and I certainly hope that I'm catching you where you're starting to have yourself a brighter summer day. Well, as I say, the older I am, the more that I think. And I think sometimes why certain things stick in this old head of mine. Like a poem. There's a certain poem that sticks in this old head. The poem that I'm thinking of is entitled Trees. And if you know me, I love trees. From the trees in England and the trees in Germany, the forests that they had there. And they seem to be so clean. Those evergreens, the smell of the evergreens in the forest in Germany. Or traveling to South America, to Suriname, and seeing a tree that's about 3 times a person's trunk. That trunk was that big. Oh, it was beautiful and tall. My goodness, it was tall. Or my home country with beautiful big trees and the large branches in Panama. Love those trees so much. I wrote a story entitled The Trees of Panama. That story appears in the book Chicken Soup for the Adopted Soul. And how can I forget the box elder tree in a little town in Nebraska that I could just climb onto and go way out on the branches. Or the apple tree where Grandma would say, don't eat those apples when they're green. They're going to give you a stomach ache. Trees. The diamond willow along the creek bed that can provide wonderful walking sticks. From those trees, the good old Lord has provided us with nature's examples of lessons that we can learn from the trees. First one I think of is patience. You know, we seem to be always in the need for speed. Everything has to be done so much faster. But trees, they have patience, don't they? They have patience from a little seedling going on. Trees, they can weather the storm. They have strength. Whether it be 100 degrees in the summer to 35 below in the winter. And believe me, in South Dakota, we can have those two extremes. But yet, the trees are able to weather it. And the wind, we can have winds of 40, 50 mile an hour. And the trees will sway, and the good Lord has provided for them, and they can take it. They have the strength. These trees have a sense of community. Tree-munity. Not community, but tree-munity. Believe it or not, these trees are communicating with each other. It's been scientifically proven that the trees many times will give off a type of fungus. That fungus has the capability of communicating with the other fungus of the other trees. And indeed, that tree community, they work together to help the younger trees and provide to those younger trees nutrients. Cooperation. You know, if we cooperated more together, we could accomplish more. These trees are able to adapt. I give examples of the weather on how they're able to adapt. They're able to adapt and maybe self-heal themselves. When a beetle starts to infest a tree, that tree will then give out more sap to try to push the beetle out. Now, of course, it needs nourishment, particularly water, to produce more sap. So when we have years of drought, the beetle has an advantage. They can adapt, they can regenerate, they can self-heal. What are you doing to self-heal yourself? These trees give us an example of pride. They stand tall on all that they provide. They provide to my neighbors, the blue jays, the squirrels, the deer. The squirrels love their acorns, those pine nuts. They're delicious. The nuthatches, all the many other members of nature. These trees stand tall with pride, personal responsibility, and daily efforts. They stand tall, personal responsibilities, and daily efforts. They live unbound. If the wind seems to be always from the north, then you'll see more branches on the south side. As I said, they are able to adapt. And if you cut a tree down and count the rings and look at it, each one of them, much like a snowflake, are very, very unique. Very unique. The older I am, the more that I think. And I don't know why, some things stick in this old head. Like that poem from Joyce Kilmer. I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree. Lessons from trees. And until we talk again, you take care. I'm rooting for you, because we're in this together.